So it's a bit of a cliche, but collaboration really is the number one skill in filmmaking. It's really easy as a cinematographer to look at a Netflix film and ask ourselves, why doesn't my work look like that? And then we go into a deep dive on the lens and the camera package used for the film. I know I've done it plenty of times, and I defy any cinematographer to say they never did either. But in the same way, everyone has to go through that phase of bolting on a V-mount battery and a matte box to look more professional. It's normal to go down a rabbit hole of thinking you just need to buy or rent this thing and then my work will look like that. And that isn't to say I'm kind of spouting the old gear doesn't matter, story is king thing. Equipment absolutely matters, but you need people around you to get the best out of it. I can rent a 2400B, a 12-foot bounce and Titan tubes and Alexa and anamorphics, but if I'm trying to set all that up myself with the time constraints of shooting a film, the final image is going to look like crap. So having good people around you just kind of buys you more time to focus on your part of the production. Particularly if you come from a videography background like I did, there's a tendency to feel like you can do it all yourself. But working with a focus puller, for instance, and maybe a grip to help with setting up a dolly, you can achieve way more interesting and high production value camera moves than you ever could on your own. And it's not even just within the camera department either. If you have great production design, costume, hair and makeup, everyone's work just gets elevated. So practical tips from someone who's wasted a lot of money. Stop thinking about buying new stuff, especially cameras. Buying anything above like an FX30, you'll get very, very minimal increases in quality. But do take the time to meet crew, build relationships, and surround yourself with people who know more than you. I wish I'd known earlier just how much better I could have been if I just stopped being too scared to put myself around people with more knowledge, out of fear that I'd say something stupid and embarrass myself. So my overall advice, do the hard, scary thing and reach out to people whose work you like, who are good at the stuff that you aren't. If you're a DP, that could be a gaffer or more experienced DP. Offer your time for a day or two. Building a network of collaborators is so important, and you need to offer help before you can ask for it. In my experience, if you find people at your level, everyone's just eager to make great stuff as it helps us all move forward with our careers. As long as you're covering expenses and lunch and stuff, I think it's fine to ask people to give up their time for free, as long as you're ready and willing to do the same. So don't buy the lens or LiDAR system or whatever it is. You're much better off investing in your network, and that can be as little as buying someone a meal deal to say thank you for helping you out on a shoot. Buying kit is far easier and less scary than putting yourself out there. But the network you build will be the most valuable investment you will ever make in terms of leveling up your work.